Thank you and welcome to part 2 of our modern dating discussion. Here with
Hi,
me
guys.
is Lara and Mash. Say hi.
Hello, hello,
Hello,
hello. Welcome back.
hello, hello.
Who you met last week on Friday, and we are here to continue the interesting discussion. You remember where we left off with our bath dating experiences? Ladies, are you ready?
Yes,
More than
never
ever.
been.
Okay, so we're talking about the experiences whereby we saw Lara having a guy who had questionable behavior, who forgot to mention that he could have a wife, a family, and kids, and used the famous line, "I am separated." Then we saw Mash meeting an egomaniac who decided not only to hit on all the other ladies in the cinema, but decided to go work out in the bathroom. Then I was catfished, but that's a story for another day. So, Mash, what is a toxic dating behavior?
So, toxic dating behavior is, I feel, is anything that, consists of being dishonest
Mhm.
right off the bat, pretending to be someone you're not, and just generally something that's, negative to both parties involved. And for me, one of the biggest toxic dating behaviors is ghosting, because I have experienced it time and time again. And I feel everyone in here has.
I have been ghosted so many times, and I have ghosted so many times. So
Yeah.
let me keep my mouth shut on that until I hear what Lara has to say about toxic behavior, in particular ghosting.
Yeah.
I, n- I never thought that this question will come to me because girls, I ghost a lot too.
Ooh.
I am not going to say that I'm an angel and I don't ghost nothing. I ghost on the chatting. I ghost when I tell the person I'm going to meet the person. But when I feel a little bit, the gut feeling that says, nah, this is not it.
Mm-hmm.
I straight away just ghost.
Uh-huh.
I block in WhatsApp and that's it. I don't talk to the person. So ghosting is a thing. What I would say is ghosting is something that should be natural. I know, I know. It is something negative. I know. But because it is in the end of the day, we as ladies, we need to safeguard ourselves. At the end of the day, we always have to stay safe. And when you have that little bit of gut feeling that that person, that there is something off, we need to ghost. That's it. Full stop.
No.
So for me, is like for me, I don't take this as to be something that we should be ashamed of or
Uh-huh.
something that we should be. That's what my opinion is. Because in the end of the day, I am thinking about my safety, and you girls need to think of your safety too. Back to
No,
you, Nagina.
no, I concur because I was ghosted because I took out Netflix and chill from a first date. And literally, we were supposed to meet with the guy, and I'd planned to meet with the guy. Uh, and it was like today, tomorrow. Then he wrote me a message on WhatsApp and said, it's Netflix and chill really off the table on day one. And I said, yeah, I don't know you. I don't know your medical history. How am I supposed to spread my legs for you? And that was literally when the guy went quiet. And the next thing I know, I have been blocked.
I think I have,
And that's why
yeah,
I say
that's,
I have been blocked a lot of time, but I've also blocked. I have blocked, like of
Mhm.
late. I'm getting these weird messages on Instagram from, because when I decided to do this series, it's supposed to be a female panelist, a male panelist, but I'm having
Yeah, right.
issues gathering the male panelists. So what did I do? I went to my social dating apps, gave out to my Instagram and said, anybody who wants to tell their story, contact me. I did get a couple of guys who wanted to tell their stories, but in between the mix, I got other people. But the problem, but by the time you're coming to realize who they are, You have to chat with them. So I've gotten like 3-4 hackers. People were asking me where your house is, what's your telephone number, did you receive a certain code in your telephone, please share it with us. So because I think that's my code that was sent to you, and then you're like, but I never gave you my number, how do you know my number? Okay. So those are the guys I'm going block, flag. Okay. Then there are those guys who don't want to tell their stories, don't want to tell anything about you. They just want to meet you because they see you're a personality who has an open Instagram and who talks and who contributes, and they just want to be associated with you by default. And they have absolutely nothing to offer. They don't have emotional intelligence to offer. They don't have spiritual intelligence to offer. They don't have financial intelligence to offer. I always have an opinion that if you're going to date somebody, you have to have a segment where you're gaining. I could be wrong, but that has always been my opinion. So when I chat with a person, be it for dating, be it for connection, I need to see what am I gaining from you. It's not just about meeting and going to the movies. It's not about meeting and going to the clubs. How am I benefiting from this experience? And that's why I say ghosting is real, because you want to ghost people who are contributing nothing but wasting my growth time to chats that are not there. What do you think about that, Laura?
Yes, I do agree with that. It causes, of course, wastage of time, emotions. You become emotionally drained out. But again, I don't know. There's always two sides to a coin. So of course, this topic that we're talking about is a little bit it's a little bit like it has two sides to it. But for me, it is mostly regards to, yes, there will be some negative points to it. But then the positive point to you is, you as a female, especially in today's world, as I said, it's not the same like the before times where you are finding it safe to go outside, especially in a foreign land. So like you have to be always safe. As we say, safety is in your hands. So we need to be safe. So to me, ghosting is one type when the guy is normally too nagging behind you and like, no, 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 we have to do this, we have to meet, we have to, and you you know that you get that feeling. And as a psychiatrist also, like I can tell you, like a human mind, a male, he likes to see things done, whereas we females, we always evaluate ourselves in our mind, like you're evaluating how, what's going to happen, is that going to happen, we foresee the future. But for the males, especially in the male mind, they don't see the future. They only see what is like now, now, now. So to me, I will not say that ghosting is more common in ladies, but to me, like I find it safe for myself that ghosting is something that has to be in the concept of dating, wherein you have the right to ghost, but to talk after that, that is up to you. But for me, it is ghosting and blocking goes together. Plan done.
Mash, do you block?
For me, the thing is, very interesting. I have been ghosted and I have been blocked, but when it comes to the other way around, I find myself not doing it that as often. For me, ghosting is applicable so long as someone is not willing to accept no as an answer. You get me?
Yes.
So in those cases, when someone's being aggressive or, just abusing you, invading your privacy, I have every right to ghost them. Actually, block them. Forget about ghosting. I'm just going to block them straight up. It's someone who is, trying to convince me otherwise. I'm just going to be straight up, because I feel being honest is the most easiest thing. Too lazy to go and block and I don't want to do all that. I'm just going to say, this is not working out. Let's just whatever, I just don't want to speak anymore. And if they can take that, that as that to accept and consider in their mind, well and good. But if they're not willing to take that as a no as an answer, then definitely blocking is in every
I agree, because I
True.
wanted to try the no blocking, no ghosting rule, I'm going to try to be emotional intelligence. I'm going to try and talk to everybody. But it reached a point whereby you can't have your peace of mind because the person becomes even assaulted.
Yeah.
Assaulting everything. Like you post a status and they throw insults, or you post something and they start throwing insults, and you're like, excuse me, just because I said no, I don't want to meet you because you are not this type of person, or we are not compatible, or no, I'm sorry, you cannot be on my inner circle, does not mean that I'm a bad person or you're a bad person. It just means the two of us are not compatible. Let's get away from the negative before we start scaring our viewers. What?
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
What are the personal experience?
No. We're about learning, and I remember I did a blog. I did a blog the other day, a vlog. It's gonna come out it's gonna come out, and I'm gonna share about with it. And I told the person the reason why I'm doing this series is so that we can learn from the negative of everybody's experience, so that we can know what to avoid and what to incorporate. And now we are in the part of what to incorporate. Dating is supposed to be fun. So what do we do? For example, if you invite me for hiking, for heaven's sake, I love the grind, but I do not want to hike. I do not want. Yes, I love the abs. And I know for you to have gotten those abs, you must have spent a considerable amount of time in the gym working out. But honey, I got a free gym that I don't go to. That should tell you. So how do we have good dating? Mash, over to you. Explain to me how the compatibility should work.
So I think, you should go on a dating experience that benefits both of you, not just one. You, like, if you're someone who wants to try something new, you can definitely try the other person what they're interested in, but not everyone's as accepting. You know what I mean? See, for example, if someone wants to go hiking, oh dear God, like you, I just can't. I love chilling a lot. I would prefer the cinemas or, coffee shops. I love things like that. But if it's something like hiking, I would just go just because it makes someone else happy. So not necessarily me. And I want to find out if that makes me happy too. So I would definitely be giving, it a try. I would be more accepting to giving it a try. But like I said, not everyone's too open to it. And I feel the best way is to see where both are comfortable.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to go hiking and climb some mountain and have somebody pushing me up or scrolling me up. And
imagine you're meeting someone for the first time and you're preparing yourself and you end up sweating.
I post sweaty video that I'm sweating. It's pulling me up when I can barely breathe.
And it makes you look so bad.
I am almost throwing my shoes. I am falling. Please, I don't want to look that negative. I know, because I know that's what hiking takes, and I know you have practiced. My dear, I do YouTube videos that are easy. I do 5 minutes up, 5 minutes squats, and 20 minutes cardio. And I am done. And I am fit. That's my routine. I don't spend hours in the. I don't even think I can lift a 20 kilos dumbbell, for heaven's sake. I'm not lazy. I do my grind, but I'm not doing that. Lara, like me, do you like where there is food? I even mentioned food out there. Or what do you prefer when it comes to dating?
For me, I don't consider myself as a girly girl. For me, it is going to the extreme. I prefer outdoors. I don't like being in a coffee shop, in a cinema. Sorry, girls, but I don't like being in the malls.
Okay. No, it's okay.
I don't like being in the. That's what.
Guys, take notes.
For me. For me, it is like experiencing the outdoors, experiencing the fresh air, and like I don't mind going for a hike, like I don't mind getting sweaty a little bit, like it's natural. It's natural. Like, come on, man, we all get sweaty. Come on, in the office also we do. When in the office we do get sweaty sometimes. It's normal. Like, so like, yeah, so like, to get a little bit sweaty, a little bit, like working out together a little bit, yeah, it brings more excitement to me rather than just sitting and talking. I prefer moving and talking.
Oh, no. We don't get a problem. Masha and I do go for walks, not hikes. We don't like climbing.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Yes, no,
It is a climbing.
that is the adventure, Nagina and Mash. That is the
Oh boy, that's a very tough
adventure.
adventure, girl. It's a very tough
Ah,
adventure.
We love the
ah,
beach where we stay
yeah.
there, I know, and look at the
And
outdoors.
sunbathe. Yes.
Exactly.
And
No,
enjoy the smell of the water, but
Thank
oh
you.
gosh.
no,
We like
no,
going on
no,
safaris and watching wildlife in a car that is
no.
being
You
driven, not walking.
you need to walk. You need to push that energy, push your limits, push it. And like, you go with someone, like it's like fun. That
Oh,
adds to the fun of it. I don't know.
I,
We
That is
need to
my fun.
bring you a gym buddy.
no, my dear, you
Oh,
need to see me running. I'm telling you, my hearts are faster than me. Now, no. Usually in the marathon, I have medals. I'm usually the last one. When people have completed, they're in the podium, they have already received their presents, and everybody has closed up and they have gone. And the person, and I love them. They're so diligent. They're waiting for me to come. They are the last one. Oh,
No, she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it.
I have my friends on the side trying to encourage. And
Dragging.
it was 10K, and guys for 42 already finished. And we are
my
dragging.
God.
Oh.
So that's
No, no, I don't know. That is my way of it because for me, I like to be adventurous. No, that is me. Like and you talk about gym buddy. Come on, bring it on, bring it on. But still, like to me, that is
I
that's
love
what
the
I like.
abs. I love the abs, but please let me just admire them after you come from the gym, not for me to do it.
Well, I don't mind anywhere really. I don't mind really.
I think
But
that's
I think that's why we connect is because we're all very different that way.
exactly, and
Yes, yeah, yeah.
that's the diversity, like you said. We all need, like we said last week, we all have the good, we all have the bad, and we need to understand that we are a different people, that we have different things to bring in.
Yeah, yeah.
Which brings us to the big question of the day, Lara. When does it stop being dating?
Wow, wow. It is a very big question. When to stop dating? Hmm. Once you are comfortable with the person and you are like, I won't say 100% because there's nothing 100% sure in this world. When you are like say about 85%, you are sure that this is the one. You have checked all your boxes, not only one box, many boxes. When you've checked them all and you are sure that it is the one, then you can stop dating and go to the next level. And trust me, the next level is not easy.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's what I would say.
Wow, Mash, not easy. So why date?
Yeah.
And why take the I have stopped dating?
That's why this again brings back to the definition of dating for me. It's trial and error. You try, and if it's an error, you go back again and try again.
Try again. And if it's Mash, so when do we stop saying that, hey, we are no longer dating, this is it?
Girl, I'm Indian. If he says that, we're going to get engaged, that's it for me. We're done dating. and if his mom knows about me at that point, yep, we're done.
Ooh.
We're exclusive. We're making this happen.
And
that's it. That's your requirement. That's it.
That's it. If his mom loves me, that's it. No, I'm just kidding. But for me, it's when we start being exclusive, we're exclusive, and there's this sort of bond that we have, this respect we have, this mutual respect that we have for each other, and just exclusivity in general. That's when I know we're not seeing anybody anymore. We're just gonna have it a go. And like Lara said, the next step is not easy. This is just one bridge crossed over to the next bridge, and we gotta climb that one too, to the top. And it's gonna have its ups and downs, but that's
Mm.
life. And yeah.
Welcome
Yeah,
it.
just
No, no, I've
just
always,
just go through the flow.
for
Yeah.
me, I've always
Yeah.
said if you date somebody for 6 months, you should
Mm-hmm.
know what next. Because
Mm-hmm.
we cannot be seeing each other for 6 months and we have not reached that conclusion of what next. Because
Mm-hmm.
after that, okay, that's my opinion. I feel like we are wasting our time. And to me, the people
So
who
6 months is the time for you, basically.
basically, for me, that's what I feel, that by 6 months I
Mm-hmm.
should be able to know, do I want to continue this exclusively or do I want, mark you, I'm poly, so at the end of the day I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
I want to have you by my side exclusively, but we are still
Mhm.
gonna see other people together.
Oh,
I wanna
okay.
I wanna
Interesting.
say I wanna say 1 year because I want to know what you're getting for my birthday. Then we'll see if it's 6.
My birthday just passed, maybe I should have started dating before.
For me, for me, there's no time frame for me. There's no time frame because we get comfortable within different levels. What I get
Mhm.
comfortable with, maybe the other person is not comfortable. So like for me, there's not exactly a time frame. 6 months, not of course 2 3 years, of course not, but about a year's time. Yeah,
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 but
I
for me
think
yeah,
that
Nagina,
that
I've
also
that's
seen.
it.
coming back to what you said, 6 months, it's
Mm,
interesting because
mm, mm,
I'm a person who's difficult to open up to, like, especially with
mm.
someone that's
True,
intimate.
true,
Uh-huh.
Intimately,
true.
I'm very self-conscious, and plus it's very hard for me to open up to someone intimately.
Uh-huh.
So,
Mm,
like, it's interesting you say, you give it 6 months, because for me it's like, ranging from probably a year and a half, and then probably
mm,
I'll start, trying to be vulnerable as much as I can, because you have to be vulnerable.
mm.
But yeah, it's interesting you
Obviously.
said 6 months.
Mm,
Yeah, for me, I
mm,
honestly, I believe by the 6 month mark, I should know, do I want to stay with you forever? Do I want to marry you? Do I want to, have I
mm.
crossed there three
Have you
times?
ever oh,
Three
oh
times.
yeah,
And
I was gonna
yes,
ask that.
and yes, I do have the rings. And no, I do not know. I keep on telling my mom, we need to look for those diamond rings. They must be worth a lot right now.
Oh yes.
Of
And
course
I'm
they do. Of
working,
course they
and I'm
do.
working on my finances. I can just pawn them because they never took them back. But did I make a mistake with one? I always say yes, I made a mistake with one.
Mm,
Honestly, I've married that guy because to me, I feel that we would have made a good thing. But I was young, I was scared, and I didn't think about the whole I want to be exclusive thing.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yeah.
story for
mhm,
another day.
Another day.
Another day, been
mhm,
there, done that. But based
mhm,
on that experience, I knew, because these are people by the time we're reaching 3 months, we're like, okay, we're exclusive, you're not dating anybody else. And we
mhm.
had merged in a way that was really, really good. So yeah, honestly, if I wanted, I would have had a wedding within a year. But as usual, I've got that thing back of my mind where I think I have a phobia for commitment and I love my space. Used to, because now I've worked on it. Maybe I worked on
Mm-hmm.
it a bit too late because, like I said, I've in so many blocked numbers. Oops.
I'm in the same page again. I'm the same page. So
Yeah,
many block numbers.
yeah. So, but at the end of the day, I think having such talks, talking to people has enabled me
Mm,
grow up emotionally in a way that I never thought I would, such that I
Yeah.
don't think I'm no longer scared of the whole idea of having somebody else. I, but at the same time, I'm like, ooh, my space. I
Yeah,
love
I
my
think there's comfort knowing that you're not the only one that feels that way,
yeah.
because a lot of us love our space, and for someone to come
obviously.
into our life
Mhm.
and
Yes.
not, I wouldn't say invade that space, but they it does take a lot of energy for someone to else to accept in our life, to occupy that space when we're so
Mm,
comfortable as human. It's in our nature to not want change.
I,
So
I
you're
mm,
gonna resist that sort of change initially, but yeah, and I think it would be perfect if I found someone that I could share that comfortable space. Like, he gives me my time and I can give him his time, because I really need time, because I'm more introverted. So if I'm dating an extrovert, oh dear, I can only go out with you 2 days in a week and that's it. If you're dragging me to parties every day, boy, we got problems. Let's just,
That's a misconception about extrovert because we don't party every day.
know.
Ex-
We
I
are
know.
loud and
Yeah.
we like being out there and we like to be seen and we are magical creatures and we can express ourselves.
Exactly.
But
no,
at the
no,
same
no.
time,
Going to the
we
point of
love ourselves.
they're going to no going to the point of mash is true because the introverts are really we. I don't know what to call myself introvert at times, extrovert at times. So like
Mhm.
I'm a mixture. So like, but
Mhm.
to me sometimes extroverts are I fear them sometimes because they are like they like to talk a lot, they like to scream, not to scream means raise their voices, and like at times it does make you uncomfortable. So if you find someone like that, it kind of mm, yeah. But you think about it.
No, think about it. Like, I'm going to tell you this, lady. We can be loud, but sometimes we just love don't argue. Because I always tell people the easiest way to know if somebody is an introvert, extrovert, just look at how they talk with their community people. If you find me talking with a Kenyan, half of the time you'll think that we are arguing. But my dear, we are not. We are truly best friends telling each other stories, but we all want to be loud because it is the villageness in us and we just want to express our joy. And the problem is that we forget that people from different continents, especially like me who's an interracial date, I tend to forget. So sometimes I can be loud and I'm like, oops, I need to.
I think it's how they I think it's how they draw their energy. Introverts draw it more internally. They like the quiet. Extroverts like, the people coming together, the vibe, they seek their energy externally. So that's the only difference. But yeah,
No, no,
it can get
I can agree because like Lara said, you can be both because there are times when
yeah.
I live alone and I just come and lock my door and I stay indoors the whole weekend and I'll be okay. And I will not talk
Yeah.
to anybody.
And I
Yes.
love that. And I love that because,
I
some
love
people
that.
actually can do that.
Oh,
Like
for
some
me,
people
Yes.
feel it very
I love it.
uncomfortable.
But there are sometimes
Yeah.
exactly it becomes too uncomfortable. I'm like, okay, I'll speak in my phone. I'll be like talking to my friends. I'm like, okay, we need to go out. I've been in
Yeah.
this house for a very long time. I need to go out. I need to do anything.
Go out.
And if I don't get
Exactly.
somebody, I will take myself out.
And I think
True.
like the way your thought process works is that, oh, you've been doing nothing for, a long time now. So you just want to go out and do something, right? It's like you want to just get something done. Yeah.
Exactly.
But for me, it's like I could stay 5 days inside and I'm like, whew, I feel refreshed.
No, it is
Wow.
I can do it for a weekend because I'm extremely tired and I just want to relax and maybe I have to read and maybe I have to do something. Then I'm like, okay, I need to grind, I need to block people, but I need to meet people. And that's the reason why when my friend it's a sister from another mother, she recently came and she was like, okay, girl, I'm bringing the socks. And I'm like, why? She's like, have you realized you live in a 1-bedroom house by yourself and there is no space for another person?
Exactly. Try to get the hint.
No.
I'm like,
No.
it's my house, I pay rent.
It is my space.
Exactly. Why do I need space for another person? She's like, how are you gonna get somebody if you don't have that space for them? I'm like, it's okay, I'll create a tiny closet over here, but I'm not getting out of my closet.
That's a battle for another day. But for now, Nagina enjoys her space and nobody can fit into.
No, we all need that space. We all do. We all do need that space.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yes. So as we've agreed, dating is pretty interesting, but it depends on what perspective and how each of us takes it. Ladies, let me take you away from a bonus question. This is something that I've been seeing lately, and I would really, really like your views on it. And it's all coming down to feminine energy. In the 60s, women were supposed 50s, 40s, even the early 80s, women were expected to be the people who were in the kitchen, to be polite, to be everything. Then the movement came from 90s where we decided, no, we want to be empowered. But now in 2022, we are seeing a lot more groups coming up saying women should go back to being feminine, and that's the reason why there is a lot of dating blockage, because women are trying to compete with the masculine energy. Lara, you're the psychologist. What do you think about that?
This is very interesting that you brought up this, Nagina, because recently I have been reading an article regards the same thing that I just now said, where like the females have now become more has empowerment. There has the new word that nowadays is stated that the empowerment of women, and women should be, should be given the power of choice, and like they should be more open, and it's like now what is happening is they always say history repeats itself. So we are missing out, we as women are missing out that single small thing that we used to do before, that was being the soft ones, the ones that are showing more caring, more like how we are naturally built. We are naturally built like that. We are emotional beings, we are the caring beings, we are the ones that are like in so many ways we are more of the ones that are, I wouldn't say it lower, no ways I'll use that word, but I would say we are the ones that are more uh, caring and gentle, and we are so, like, but now we are turning more towards a male like kind of characteristics. So we, like, what I believe is like we need to go back to our own nature, and that is to be the calm ones, and to be more, so that we be more suitable and more appealing, rather than being trying to like being in the same empowerment of the men in our male counterparts. Like we are living in a world wherein we are like trying to challenge the male counterparts, saying like we can be same like you, we can do the same like you, which is, we know that we do have our limitations, okay, like because we are more emotional than them. So, and let's face the truth, when it comes to decision making, let's face the truth, they are more stronger in that level, but we want to be like them. So like to me, as you said, that we need to like be going back a little bit, not to the 50s but to the 90s at least. We need to go a little bit to that area where, or that era where we were like kind of still the gentle and the calmness, we're still pertaining towards a female. So that's my point of view. Back to you, Nagina.
Thank you. Mash, is it the women that are becoming more empowerment, or the men who are becoming more metrosexual, metafeminine, or what is
Yeah,
happening?
I think women have progressed a lot, from the past. And I don't think this is something that we can impose on saying, oh, we got to go back. Like, we have to stop being. Women can be feminine, but also can be independent and strong in their own way. So I think it just depends on, who you're with at that point of time. Because men have always had the same characteristics, if you see, but women are the ones that have progressed, that, based on like back in the 50s and 60s. And look at the women today, they're more independent, they're more outspoken, they tend to make you give have more choices for themselves. And I feel like, because for me personally, if I were to ever get committed, or I don't want to just throw away not doing anything. Like, even if I have children and even if I have a family and everything, I would still like to do something for myself. You know what I mean? It's not, yeah, I love the whole idea of, a suburban, the picket fence, and, having my own family and kids. And I like all of that. But at the end of the day, my kids are going to grow up. My husband definitely will be going in and out with work and everything. But what if something happens in the future? I feel like, at least for myself, I need something to fall back on. And that's, yeah, so I feel, women still have to be independent. And, well, it's up to how the woman, every woman has a different style, how she carries herself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I agree.
So
But
yeah.
Exactly.
for me, I always say, because I know financial independence a bit, I wouldn't mind getting somebody who is wealthy and marries me and they become a stay-at-home person. That way
Yeah.
I can study in peace, go to school, get a PhD, everything in peace without
I think
having
it depends on your level of priority, right? Like if you're
Exactly.
well settled and you are you are supported financially, you can involve yourself in other things that will give you value.
Exactly.
But if finance is a problem, then definitely that's something you have to involve yourself with and
Involve
working
yourself in.
out. Yeah, yeah.
Are you saying as a woman I should contribute 50% of in the household?
No,
Thank
no,
you.
no, no.
I do think the men need to help us though.
Oh, I would love to see how
Definitely.
the men answer that, because honestly,
Yes.
no.
I don't care. I don't care how good looking you are. I don't care if you have your nails done. I don't care. You are helping me with the household work.
No. Seriously, girls.
Honestly, I
My
don't mind
money
doing
is my
household.
money.
No,
My money is my money.
exactly. Masha, I don't mind doing household work. Honestly, I
Yeah.
don't mind. But please, let my money be my money and let your money be our
Yes.
money.
Oh, I
Please.
definitely, I
Yes.
do support, someone having the separate bank accounts. That's okay to have. You can
Yes.
have like one mutual bank account. That's fine. But I feel also as individuals, we need to have our, our separate stuff too. And I fully agree with that.
No, I
Like
fully
things that
agree with you.
yeah, like you like a woman or a man shouldn't be entitled to give their spouses their money just because they're their spouse, right? You can still speak up for yourself, like this is my hard-earned money.
Correction, my match correction.
The woman shouldn't give the money, but the
Yes.
man.
Oh,
to-
see, if
to
I'm
give.
not giving, then I don't expect him to either. Just it's just
Excuse
like a
me. No.
all right.
Women empowerment. We reach feminine point. So
Uh,
we are feminine until that point when it comes to money. That should tell you more about money. Anyway,
yeah.
like I always say, I look forward to having the problems where I have too much money and I do
Oh
not
wow,
know
that'd be a
where
privilege.
I do not know what to spend it on. Then I don't have to have the talk of, oh, I'm relying on my spouse or I'm relying on my partner, whichever will have for financial independence. Ladies, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your contribution. I look
Thank you.
forward to
Thank you so
more
much.
engaging talks like this in the future, where you can continue to enlighten me and the listeners of not only on dating, but we can expand to finances, we can expand to lifestyle, we can expand.
I think it's a broad subject. I don't think it'll ever end.
Yes,
So.
like how I said in the beginning, it's a very, very broad subject. It's something that you have to go deep into. Yes.
We can't go deeper. The problem is that where I come from, I'm limited by the law.
Okay.
So I cannot speak on subjects of religion, politics, and sex. And to go deeper in relationships, I have to go to the whole intimacy question, and as you can see, I'm trying to avoid that because of the law. But should I migrate, I will call you and we will have that talk one time.
Yes,
Over
please,
coffee
anytime.
Over coffee.
Anytime.
All in all, I appreciate you and I look forward to doing this for the viewers. If you have any questions,
Thank you for having us.
drop it in the
Thank you
link.
for having
I'm sure
us.
Mash and Lara will be glad to answer. If you're shy, you can send it to me on my Instagram, Gina_Kieti, or my email, kietingena777@gmail.com, and I'll get it to the two panelists and they will be able to answer you. All in all, we look forward to having healthy relationships. And most importantly, let's have committed relationship by next year. Let's not be our goal for 2020.
Oh yeah, I will try to.
Hopefully.
We'll make a segment when we do. We'll make a segment out of that.
Say, 1 year later,
yeah.
where are they?
Where are they now?
We're talking about being blocked on OkCupid. Being blocked on Tinder for having so many people blocking us. It was fun having you, and thank you. With that, enjoy your weekend.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.